Hello there. If you want an easy video on how to mod on Sparking Zero without all that tedious Blender stuff, you're in the right video. This is JSON modding. There is also ZeroSpark modding, which is a lot more complicated. But it's still here. It still gets the job done, but you can't use any special attacks or models. First things, before I start the video explaining on how to mod, you need to know first it's extremely easy. It won't take you much time if you're bothering about that. Second thing, I will have this in the description so you can copy it and do whatever you want with it instead of tediously writing it yourself. And third thing, I will have this in the description because you will need this. These are the IDs of the characters. You can also see here we have characters that are not in the game as playable characters, but you can take their models and play with them. We also have here DLC, but you can just the sad thing is that you can't copy their attacks and models. This is a limit, but you can copy their aura and other stuff. And now, not much other to say. Let's do the coding. So this will be the project name. Not much to explain here. Create a character. New character ID. The new character ID will be the character with the ID which will you use to refer. Will be the character. They will be the ID of your new character. Simple things. You put here 4 digits. What do you call this? 2 digit. What do you call this? And you can also put here an A or whatever you want after it. But you also need to copy it. It will affect it. Base character ID. Base character ID. In base character ID, it will basically be your character. If you put FuseAmas, it will be FuseAmas, but then we will say customize them, add the costume or whatever, and it will change, but it will be in use a lot for now. UnlockType, you don't need to know about this, those are unimportant completely. Name, for this instance we have put Trunks Kid. UseShortNameForCopy, true. As we can see here we have Trunks as Kid, these are in brackets. If this is true, in game it will show Trunks Kid while you're playing in the subtitles, for example. And FormName is the description. We have put here Super Saiyan 2 because we have made a Super Saiyan 2 mod. Now, copy position. This will basically copy where it will be found in a roster. If you have this, for example, if you have this to 080, this is Mr. Satan's slot. You will find it next to Mr. Satan, the selection screen. Here we have SamePerson. Whatever you put at this, when you have this character selected, you can select the other characters. This is, for example, you can add the character or you have already made, so you can select him twice, or the character which you transformed from, for example. This is DP, self-explanatory, and this is completely unimportant. You can put whatever you want here, it won't change anything. I think this is mostly for developers, I don't know. CustomizeCharacter, self-explanatory, CustomizeCharacter. TargetCharacterID, the character you wanna customize, in this instance the character we have created. AuraFX, the Aura. KaiokenAura, the aura that we have ongoing to Kaioken times 20, Blue Evolution. This will be the aura. In this instance we have put the normal KaiokenAura. Intro animation, self-explanatory. Idle moving, when not moving, or basically your movement, how it looks like, whatever. Charge animation, self-explanatory again. Grab, throw is grab. When you grab your opponent, the animation it will show. skill 1, skill 2, blast 1, blast 2, ultimate. What you also need to know is if you have, depending on the character you select, for example, if this is Amosu, for example, they will have the first skill of Amosu. You can't have their second skill, unfortunately. You can't change with that. So it's kind of limited. You also need to know that some moves aren't that accessible to other models and sounds. If you don't have the same voice as the attack from the player, it has been taken from the voice. It won't do the sound, many of the sound animation, how we would call that. Now we have win animation, self-explanatory. Numeric stats will be the health and attack damage. You can put whatever you want here again. Key blast animation. You can ignore this if you want, but it's basically, for example, the animation it will show when throwing key blast. For example, Frieza raising his finger when throwing his key blast. Then we have battle always on aura. The constant aura it will show when battling. When you are in the selection screen, it's always aura key, which will be always. This is only for battle. You can put whatever. Again, it's on the ID list. It's around here, always aura, and it shows what it is. Galligan charging, body flames, tall flame, slightly louder SFX. SFX is the sounds it's making. And now we have put SSJ2 lighting in this instance. Now we have set fate data, which, as you can see, are the interactions. Here we have the interactions with the copy. Again, if you have the voice from the character which you will be copying the interactions from, it will make the sound. If it doesn't, it won't make the sound. It won't make the speech. It will show the subtitles. Copy special interactions, true or false, self-explanatory. Moral type, evil. You can put this as evil. Neither, and justice. And depending on what you put, this is what they will say. Neither, you can whatever it will put. Justice, they will say justice speech, I don't know. And evil, they will say evil shit, I don't know. And we have set transformation. This will be the way to transform a character, an existing character or a character you created. TargetCharacterID and the resulting character ID. TargetCharacterID is a character you will take to transform to the resulting character. Now slot number. An image will be in the screen on the screen explaining how it works, and you put it at 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Slot animation to copy is the what you need to know about this is you put this at 1 and you put this at 2. If it doesn't work, you put this at 0 and you put this at 1. Not much to explain. It's not really important. Now this is the more tricky part. Every animation has before and after. Before you transform and after you transform. This is the before you transform and after you transform animation. And again, you can put whatever you want here. You put the character which you want to copy the animation from. Consume blast stock, self-explanatory, and HP recovery 10,000 if you want to recover a bar when transforming. Now, this is when you're going to base. Instead of putting this at 0 and 1, you put this both at 3, and it does the G transformation animation. Now, set costume. We have the set costume. Make sure you put this at brackets and on how you put let's say this. And if you make a second set costume, you need to change this as well. Otherwise, if you don't do this, it won't work at all. Make sure you do that. Now we have the target character ID, which we want to change the custom of. This you can ignore, and you change this depending on the this is the model, and this is the icon. It also, again, this is the outfit description. Here we have put trunks. There's not a lot to uncover. This is unnecessary. You don't need to know this. Keep it as it is. Now set UI data again. This is how to look in the selection screen. Change this. I forgot to say this. You need also don't forget to change about this part. It's the first 4 digits around here. If you don't do this, it won't work and it will just fail. Now again, change this depending on the character you want to have the selection screen face from. Now character select animation, how they will present themselves in the selection screen, and set audio files the final thing, how they will sound. Here we have the if you want a Masus voice, here you put the Masus voice. It's English if you want to Japanese voice, and this FX voice, which I think it's because when you battle, not much important, you just beat the same thing. And hey, that's the video. Yeah, there's not much to explain here. You can go further in your modding journey, but the next step isn't. You don't take small steps. It's a very big step you need to take, and a very hard step. You need to download a bunch of things, go to Unreal Engine and whatever. So if you want this to work, I forgot to say this at the start, it need to be a JSON file, and if you want to easily implement it, just go to a mod you already have and open a mod folder and shove it in here, or whatever you want. This is the video. I hope it worked for you, and peace.